Morning, everyone. Now, is it just me, or has anybody else noticed that time is going like really fast this year? It is already the middle of the fourth week of Lent. I don't know how that happened so quickly. But since it is the middle of the fourth week of Lent, it's probably a good time to maybe take a little stock in how Lent is going so far. How is your Lent going? How are you doing on those Lenten practices that you committed to back on Ash Wednesday? I don't mind telling you, I gave up rutabagas, and I haven't been tempted even once. But I also committed to spending an extra 30 minutes in prayer here in the chapel with the scripture every day. And I haven't done that every day. I've done it many days, but I've missed a few days, more than a few. And I could beat myself up over that. Say, oh, I failed Lent, I messed it up. Or if I really did succumb to temptation and had a rutabaga with my lunch, I could beat myself up over that. I've somehow failed. But if I do that, I'm kind of missing the point. If I do that, I'm reducing Lent to nothing more than a contest, than some sort of a test of willpower or a test of perseverance. That's not what Lent is about. In the gospel, Jesus gives us a little glimpse into what is the point of Lent. He tells us that we'll come out of our tombs either to the resurrection of life or the resurrection of condemnation. I don't know about you, but I would prefer the resurrection of life. And I think that's kind of what Lent is about. Because if I want to have the resurrection of life, I need to really focus on my relationship with God. Now, that's not the only reason to work on my relationship with God, but it's a pretty good reason. And that's what Lent is about. It's about trying to grow in my relationship with God and my ability to reflect the love of God into the world. And so if I have stumbled in my Lenten practices, there's no reason to beat myself up because God is merciful. It's a reason to recommit and start anew. I can start again today and focus on my relationship with God through those spiritual practices that I committed to for Lent. And so today, as we gather to share this most sacred meal, just pause for a moment and take a little Lenten inventory. How are we doing? And if we've stumbled, there's no reason for despair. We can recommit and start again today.